Good morning. Welcome to the Morning Sun. It's Thursday and it's about 6 a.m. We just started. We're going on the air in just a few seconds. So listen in and we'll have a great morning. Let you in on all the fun stuff. Okay, we got 3 minutes.
Are we leaving the mic on?
So, yeah, I'm leaving the mic on.
Okay.
For a while.
Okay.
If we need to talk, we can just mute it.
Okay.
Yeah, I got the alert yesterday when I was taking G home. And I could see the clouds, and they had already, I think they said they had a half inch of rain already when they announced that warning. So I'm quite, yeah, okay.
I mean, we got rain.
Well, and I think it out because we are at 53% containment and 61. Now, what's funny is I can get these on my computer at home, but for some reason, it's not updating here. When I go to make me a liar. Yeah, okay, made me a liar this morning. Okay, 53% containment and 61% containment. That's where we are at right now. Yep, 53 and 61%. So this is great news. We will be talking about that. Fires are getting under control. As it stands right now, Pine Gulch is at 53% containment and Grizzly Creek is at 61. So that's a good thing. Those rains that came in yesterday really helped out.
They really did.
Looks like Hurricane Laura's doing her thing.
I have a friend on Xbox that lives in Louisiana, and I'm kind of worried about him right now. Because he said it was on a direct path to where he lived.
Yeah, it probably is. There's a lot of people. Now, I have friends down there too and family, but I just I have to wait and see what happens. There's not a lot I can do about it. Make sure when you close out your show, you shut the browsers down. That keeps them protected.
Oh, okay.
The only browsers we leave open are this one. But I like to shut all this down as far as browsers. All you see is the desktop.
Okay.
Okay, we're getting ready to go live. Going live. And a good morning, Ksun listeners. It is Thursday. It's 6:03 this morning. Hey, welcome to the morning show. Hugh Lewis walking on a thin line. Hey, the weather's currently at 63 degrees with a high of 95 today. Overnight low 62, winds out of the east at 7. There will be a 5% chance of rain till about 8 a.m. But hey, you guys saw what happened yesterday. They literally had a warning put out.
Yeah, because flood warning.
Yeah, so in a way, that's kind of good news. In a way, it's not. I think it helped with the fires yesterday. We are now, as what I'm looking at on the United States Forest Service thing here, says 53% containment on the Pine Gulch and 61% on the Grizzly Creek.
That is amazing.
Yes, thank you to our firefighters who are out there. I think it's Team Alaska that's out there now. Really appreciate what you guys are doing, putting your lives on the line out there to protect us. We really appreciate it. And to all of our first responders, EMTs, police officers, you too. You guys are doing an awesome job out there keeping us safe. And let me tell you, we really appreciate it. Hey, don't forget Saturday morning, Gardening with Justin, 7 a.m. He's the owner and proprietor of Sustainable Hydroponics Organic Garden Supply. He's got 2 locations, one in Rifle and one in Grand Junction. Be sure to listen in on his store. He's got all the latest, greatest products for your indoor, outdoor gardens. I can tell you for a fact, when we first opened that store, we had tomatoes that were bigger and more beautiful than you could get at the store, and that's why everybody was coming to us. So, hey, so remember, we're in a stage 2 fire ban and fireworks are banned for the rest of the year throughout the state. So try to remember that. Okay, well, let's go to the next thing here, and we'll be back right after this from the Beatles. Open and do what we need to do.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I went and I dropped G off. Amber was right there. It was rumbling and rifle already when I got there. So, and I'm get my phone out. I got him, and I got his backpack, and I'm like, we're here, and it's rumbling outside. Before I even got it texted, she was out the door getting G. So that was good. You know, she's been really on time these last couple of days, and I really appreciate it. It helps me get back here so I can, I like to avoid the traffic at all costs. You know, I've gotten a lot better with dealing with some of the dummies around here that don't know how to drive. It is amazing to me how many folks don't know how to drive a roundabout. It just blows me away. And some of y'all couldn't drive to save your life, let alone somebody else's. Sorry, but truth hurts. Some of you are really good, you're really safe, and you're observant. Others, you think this is freaking NASCAR. Oh, and the idiot that was on the center median was gone.
Gone as in?
Gone. Not even close to being there. I think CDOT shut him down. There was minimal work going on, and it was just the bulldozers that were working. And it looked like the rest of the crew got pulled in. So I think, because I told OJ, my neighbor, he works for CDOT. And I called CDOT, and I told him, look, this guy's going to get somebody killed. And I called the state troopers on him and everything. I'm serious. This guy was going to get somebody killed. They had OSHA violations up the yin. I mean, it was terrible. And so you could see what was going on. And I'm sure any state trooper drove out there and saw that going on. Oh, no, we can't have this going on. You know, and then the company probably got a phone call.
Uh-oh, spaghetti.
So, I'm not trying to get somebody fired, but you know what? He doesn't need to be out there if he doesn't know what the hell he's doing. And that's what bothers me. You know, being OSHA, safety, NEC, all that stuff I have from my military days, I see something that's not right, and it's like alarms going off. So I have to be real careful about that. Oh, we are going to be broadcasting live this weekend from 10 to 1 at the Back to School Bash for the Grand Valley Recreation Center, which is where we're at. So be sure to join us. Come on down here. It's at 398 Aurora Drive. It will be on Saturday at 10 a.m. Prepackaged food and snacks for sale. Free popsicles. We've even got a volleyball court out here that you can go do. Non-members can use it. Just check in with the desk over here, right down this hallway that runs downstairs or upstairs. Probably preferably upstairs because it's a bigger parking lot. The back parking lot's more for the disabled and people like me that can't walk real well. We do not have an elevator. And I don't do stairs real well. So, you know. But anyway, yeah, be sure to join us. We will be broadcasting live. I think they're setting us up at the basketball court. I'm sorry, the tennis court. I think that's what Steve told me yesterday.
I haven't heard anything. So
did Mary Lee get to see Millennial?
I forgot to show her.
No, I forgot to show her. Okay.
I'll show her.
I didn't get a comment from her, so I figured you probably didn't get it to her, or she didn't get a chance to look at it.
We were by the time we were going through our meeting, she needed to leave. So
no, that's fine.
I can show it to her when she comes in this afternoon.
So the meeting will good?
Yeah.
Okay, no problem.
No. I ended up hitting my snooze button one too many times this morning.
Hang on one second. Hey, you two, don't forget to listen to the show this morning as you're coming in. 101.1, or go to our app on the Google Store. I want Justin to start listening. He's bringing G in. He can tune in and hear us. Because I want to make sure they're hearing us and what we're talking about. So I did the bars and still, it was okay. I wasn't really happy with it. They didn't really give me a lot to work with, you know, as far as an ad.
These folks just don't stop there. They make us order breads and rolls, and different types of fries, sourdough, and they'll even slice it for you. Man, they even have some homemade chili and a deli that is made to order. And they also do takeout. And did I mention the fresh cut fries? Their store has a little bit of everything. It's quite literally the biggest little country store around. Their fresh meats are grown right there in the back, and produce. Oh yeah. Get hunting and fishing licenses and build your car, truck, or generator. Go see them today at 332 Windsor Avenue in downtown Quebec. Tell them the Ksun Cowbell sent y'all. Y'all have a nice day.
I did the same thing with beer stills, with farmers and beer stills. I did exactly the same thing.
Yeah.
I sent it to Mike. We'll see how he likes it.
He or she may have had a lot of time off due to COVID. Maybe 6 months or so by the time all arrives. It hasn't always been easy and even challenging at times, but you've managed. And you've done well. I'm Glenn Davis. This is a great big pat on the back from all of us here at Alpine Bank, member FDIC. Did you ever imagine your future being in the classroom? Or you becoming a teacher, principal? Online schooling was an adjustment after such unfamiliar territory. Alpine Bank hopes the remainder of the summer is easy. One filled with simple pleasures like kicking in the park, backyard barbecues. Sit back and take a deep breath in a lawn chair. You're better. Feel good. Ksun Community Radio brings you the news. Tune in the mornings at 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, and 9:30, noon 30, and in the afternoons at 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30. The news is provided by KMTS and sponsored by Holy Cross Energy. It powers your ears.
I'll come in after this song.
Okay.
I don't know if I do. Talk about the living Head games. Head games. I ain't take it anymore. I do a lot of air guitar and drumming. Comes from my era. Seeing an old grandpa rocking and rolling.
I'll be honest with you, I don't like a lot of the new stuff that's coming out today. All the like the
The kids are going back to classic. They know that's the good stuff.
Mhm.
And that's the thing. We have the best music out there. Our era did. You won't ever be able to touch it. We had the best stuff out there. You'll never be able to duplicate it or make it better. It's what it is. And it's the greatest it's ever been. But you can say the same thing about the Glenn Miller era and their thing. Their music was the greatest that ever came out, in their era. And you know me, I love all that stuff. So jazz, they've got some really,
I'll have to play some Glenn Miller for you sometime.
I hear it every once in a while. And then Glenn Miller, Benny Goodman, all those guys. I love that old 40s stuff. You give me, and Sunday is the day I usually watch my World War II movies or something that's back in that era because I'm just feeling it on those days. But that's why I have such a strong connection to some of these movies, like the Midway movies. I just have that feeling. I just have that feeling, And I think Gina is now starting to have that same feeling. She might have been at that same time. We feel like we've been together for eternity. I did do one of these things one time, said my soul was 3,000 years old. Okay, that means I've been around here a couple of times. Why do I keep coming back?
Right?
What is the deal?
I don't know. I don't know my deal.
So last night's movie, Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Have you seen it? You have not seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind. This kid is so deprived. He has not seen so many great movies. It's not funny. I'm trying to educate him, but he can't watch them fast enough. How are we doing with Dances with Wolves today? 24 hours later, we probably still haven't finished it. What?
Okay.
Good morning, Ksun listeners. And hey, we're having all kinds of fun here this morning with Mr. Sean. Trying to culture this kid and give him some movies. He hasn't watched a whole heck of a lot of movies in his lifetime. He's still trying to muddle through Dances with Wolves, but we're trying. He has not seen Close Encounters of the Third Kind.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Okay. Another great movie, Richard Dreyfuss, who is a wonderful actor. I saw him, he was in the, I don't know if you've seen the Red movies, Retired, Extremely Dangerous, Bruce Willis, John Malkovich, who I just absolutely love his character. My wife says I'm John Malkovich now.
I think. Yeah.
No, I did not get tested for 11 years, getting LSD every day for 11 years. No, that part is not part of it. Yeah, and that's in the movie. They talk about that. And, Richard Dreyfuss, he was in that movie. He's been in another movie that my wife just loves, and it's called Always. And that one, he's a aerial firefighter. He drops the loads on the fires, that are going on, and he gets killed at the very beginning of the movie. Holly Hunter's in it. Wow, another tearjerker movie, I'll tell you. And I love some of those movies. Like I've told you, Steel Magnolias is one of my absolute favorites. Shirley MacLaine, Olivia Dukakis. I love those girls. I've been watching them since I was a kid, and they are funny people. They take the cake all the time, and it's a hilarious thing. We've got some really good movies out there, and you just gotta get yourself out there and start watching it. You can get some of this stuff at the library.
I'm going there.
I'll believe that one. I see it.
I know.
Well, okay. Well, our weather's at 65 now. It's gone up 2 more degrees. Hey, don't forget also Saturday morning, 8 a.m. is Crafting Kids with Miss Reggie and Miss Amber. Lift Up is looking for volunteers. You can call Angela at 970-285-0221. We too also at Ksun are looking for volunteers, people behind the scenes, people who want to be DJs. We can teach you how to do this. This is a lot of fun. There's a lot of reward in it, even though it's volunteer. And I'll tell you what, I love what I do here, and I have a lot of fun doing it. So, come join us. We'd love to have you on board our family. Hey, we're at the Grand Valley Recreation Center, and they are open for business. They've got all kinds of things going on. Their water aerobics, swim classes. They've got their pickleball. The basketball courts are open. All the weight rooms. All the Nautilus equipment is up and going. So come on down here and get involved, or go to their website at www.gvrc.net, or call them at 970-285-9480. Grand Valley has canceled their fall games, but we'll pick it back up into the spring. Traffic's starting to pick up around the 116 and 114. Want you to make sure you're being careful, take some extra time. Also want to mention Highway 13, and I didn't do this yesterday, but Highway 13's got some construction going on, and the traffic gets backed up a little bit. I was noticing that on the camera yesterday, anywhere from a half mile to a mile. So again, be careful, take your time. I already checked that area this morning. They're already stacking up. So yeah, just
It's only
be careful.
6, man. Come on.
Well, they got to get this construction done before winter sets in, because you can't lay asphalt in the winter.
No.
Well, they used to be able to do it, but I guess they can't do it anymore with the pulling gears and stuff they use. So
Hey, snow.
what can you say? Well, listen, we're going to get back to music, and one of mine and my wife's favorite, and we heard this one in Happy Gilmore. This is one of Happy Gilmore's favorites. So let's go a little bit with Dream Weaver.
I know one thing for certain. It's my turn for coffee.
I'm sorry.
It's my turn for coffee.
Yeah, that's fine.
Just close my eyes. I know the dream we betrayed.
Okay, we're going to mute for a little bit. We got some stuff to talk about. Hello, we're back. Having lots of fun.
How's that fun?
Did you print me a schedule? Just any schedule, I don't care. I just gotta go in and change it.
Okay.
I don't have my other stuff here, so.
You don't care if it's one from March?
No.
No. Okay. Final print.
Now, where did you get that?
It was under Excel.
Can we make changes to it like that?
Not on this computer. There's no account to activate this with, so.
What? No, it shouldn't. It's a document. It shouldn't matter. You should be able, yeah, it's in Excel, so we can't change anything on this?
No, most features are disabled because your Office product is an update. So I don't know whose accounts.
It's under Mike's. Okay, so go ahead and send me this document. Because now I can go in here and make changes on I just have to sign into my Google Drive.
Oh, okay.
Or not my Google Drive, but my MSN, my Microsoft Drive.
Okay.
So, yeah, that didn't make sense. You should still be able to open the document. And the reason is I don't use my private account here.
Right. Which account do you want me to send it to?
Just send it to, send it to that one. My Ryan at Ksun Radio.
Okay.
And hey, if you want to drop us an email, Ksun 101.1 FM at gmail.com. Bingo. Okay, we'll be back in just a bit, folks. Okay, we are back.
And that's the sound of a paper shredder.
Ready to go live here in a minute, 30 seconds. Not hot. Good morning, Ksun listeners. Life's been good to me. Or life's been good to me. Well, life's been good. That's what
Yes,
it was.
life's been
Joel.
good. Life's
Great
been
stuff.
good when you get a cup of coffee in your system.
Yeah, especially around here. Hey, we want to take a minute and thank all of our local business owners and let you know that they are open. Places in the back like Wild Horse Roadhouse, the Beck Country Store, Beer Mugs and Bar Stools. These places are open in Quebec and in Parachute, El Tapatio, Napa, Me Too Firearms, Nalini's, JQ Ice Cream, Little Coffee Shop, Mel's for Food, Clark's Market, and Alpine Bank. We thank all of you for what you do for our community and supporting our community with your different products. And I'm losing my voice.
Oh, I hope not.
Yeah.
I hear, what was it? I just lost my train of thought. There was the restaurant in Quebec, Wild Horse.
Yes.
I heard they had some pretty good sandwiches.
You know, I haven't had a chance to eat there yet. I've been there a couple of times.
Mary Lee has.
It's a really nice place. Yeah, I think
Mary Lee
Mike's
has
been
it. She
there,
says it's really good.
too. I think Mike said the same thing too. It was a really, really nice place out there. So, hey, if you're listening to us, great. We do have a couple of other ways you can listen to us besides on the air. Pardon me. www.ksunradio.org. We have streaming. There's a button on the bottom left-hand side. You just hit that, it turns us on. You can also go to the Google and Apple Store and download our emblem. We are live on YouTube, so you can go to the Morning Ksun morning show and look us up and see us in the studio, waving at you, having fun. The mic's on, so you can listen to kind of what goes on around here. And how we have
It's
fun.
small. The mic is small. It's pretty
these
small.
podcast mics that we got, I'm telling you,
They are sensitive, but they are good quality.
well, and see, we've been, I've got a studio set up home, and you know that, and I do a lot of the commercials. We do Miss Reggie's show there. Justin has the same microphone, and these microphones are really, really good, and they do a really good
They're
job.
good quality. They're my only slight complaint is the sensitivity, but that can be changed.
Yeah, you can always work with the levels. These microphones we're talking on now, these are like what, $300-$400 mics.
Yeah, they're shotgun mics.
Yeah,
You have to talk directly into them.
Yeah, because if I go over here, so you won't hear me anymore, so I have to be right in front of the microphone.
Yeah. I wonder why they call them shotgun mics. Because of the look like shotgun barrels?
Well, yeah, because it's going in one direction. It's not. So you have all these screens over here, but
Yeah,
it's
but
a
that
direct
really
shot.
doesn't do anything.
yeah, exactly.
Why would they put these here?
Yeah, you never know. Hey, I don't know if any of you checked out Microsoft's got their new flight simulator out, Microsoft 2020. If you haven't seen the graphics in this thing, I'm telling you.
I saw a preview
Yes,
from
I
when
showed
you
you.
first started working here, and I'm like, huh?
Yeah, people cannot believe the graphics, and I see it on TikTok too. There are guys going, can you tell if this is TikTok or if this is real? And you can't. You can't unless you have some kind of indication. The graphics are so good in this thing. I mean, it's
The
unbelievable.
graphics are so good, it almost looks like real life. That's how good it is. Just from that preview I saw.
Well, there was this young, not so hot new pilot that was learning how to fly a helicopter.
Oh boy.
After 2 hours of great flying, she crashed.
You're listening to KDVN 101.1
I guess you're not going to let me finish the joke.
I'm sorry.
I wasn't done with the joke.
I'm sorry.
You killed the punchline.
I know.
When asked by the crash investigator what happened, he said, I got cold, so I turned the fan off.
Good day, Ksun. We want to tell you about a new program coming up on Saturday at 8 a.m. and Miss Cameron. Don't you
Why did I do that? I thought that was.
things going on in the committee.
I picked out the joke.
Tell you about crash.
How did I forget that?
How did we lose?
Top of the hour.
Be sure to tune in Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Thank you, Ksun, and have a great Ksun day.
Yeah, top of the hour. It skipped by itself. I'll just go back to shredding papers. First. Real exciting stuff. You get to listen to me shred paper.
While he kills the jokes.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. He may not survive this morning.
You know what? I'm ready for it. Why did I do that? I picked out the joke. That's such a klutz.
As Schultz says, I know nothing. You probably don't know where that's from either, do you? Hogan's
I
Heroes.
obviously know nothing.
Hogan's Heroes. Probably a show you've never heard of. Bob Crane, Richard Dawson. Hogan's Heroes was a show about, it was World War II, a prison, a POW camp, a German POW camp. And it was a comedy, half-hour comedy. And what they were is, they were in this POW camp, but they weren't in as POWs. Now, the Germans thought they were POWs, but they weren't. They were undercover underground.
I was just making sure it was an auto.
Undercover underground doing things. So they were always doing undercover stuff for the U.S. government from there. So it was really funny because all the different stuff they do. I mean, they get people in and out. They had to get out of there, and Schultz was this big, heavy-set soldier. Every time he sees something he's not supposed to see, nothing. I know nothing. And that's what he would say. He didn't want to get in trouble because he's always getting in trouble by Colonel Clink, who is the POW camp commander. And
So,
that guy was
in this case,
funny too.
In this case, I'd be him, and you'd be the colonel that wants to murder me in my sleep after this. Is that what I'm getting from this?
Well, we'll see how it goes.
Oh boy, I think today's the day where I just need to reflect on my life and to think about the good things I did, because I know it's going to come to an end.
Oh, there were so many good shows back in the day. I mean, Adam 12, Dragnet, Emergency, Medical Center.
Right.
These are all 60s, 70s shows, and really just top-notch stuff.
Okay, so scanning some stuff onto the computer, and then I'm gonna shred it just to save room in this thing. So.
Okay.
Ow! All right, I see how it is. Camera can't see that.
Oh, but it hears you.
Hey, I just said ow. Oh, these are all your proposals for the shows.
I don't need any of that. I have that file at home. I have that file at home, and everybody's got a copy of that.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I should save it or not.
Probably, for now, until we get everything implemented. We haven't heard anything from Steve, have we?
Not since he got his X-rays now.
I think we can pretty much write him off. Unfortunately.
Well, like I said, you're gonna have to talk to Mary Lee about that because she handles volunteers.
Well, yeah, but if the guy never shows up and he's not here, then I can't work with that. I mean, seriously, no offense. He's a nice guy. And
He
I
really
like him,
is. He's just
But he's just like
he just got a black.
everything in the world happens to him. He's got a
He's
black
just
cloud
got a black cat walking under ladders constantly.
No, he's got a black cloud following him. And I hate to see that because I've been there, done that.
Do you think we should mute that for a sec while we talk about this? No.
He's good. He's a good guy. He's just got a lot of things going on in his life. That's all. And we haven't heard anything on the other volunteers yet either, have we?
The other volunteers, no, not that I'm aware.
All right. I'll check with Mary Lee, see what she's got.
She's got me on a big project.
I know, she told me about it.
Yeah.
Did you finish up the numbers?
Yes.
Good. Does Mike know about it?
No. I need text.
Yeah, send him an email, let him know. And I will be getting on the phone with him today. I need to talk with him today. He can't run away from me forever.
Yeah, that's another thing too. Mike is just, I don't know.
He's got a lot going on with his mom now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, I got a message. I'm like, "Daddy."
When are we gonna go back on? Just wait a little more song. No. Okay.
Gotta play one more.
Hmm?
Gotta play one more.
Oh, okay.
Son jogged, so.
Okay.
Roger that. We'll be coming on after this song.
Have you heard from Bob about installing those anchors yet?
Oh, I talked to him yesterday. If it's not done by the end of the week, we'll take care of it next week.
Okay.
I know those other guys had some issues going on, so no issues. Really.
I guess they more like you'll install the anchors. I'll just be standing there holding stuff.
No, it's got to do a couple of different things to get it done. So
Right. Right. Yeah, and people are still coming in here and emptying these trash cans. Like even Mary Lee yesterday, she's like, okay, I'll put some scrap paper in here, then we'll know.
No,
Now
I
we
know
know.
they've been doing it. I know they've been in here. And I'm going
And
to.
she's told me that she's talked to Steve about it. He's just like, I don't believe it. That's what Steve was saying anyway. He's just like, I can't believe this.
I want to know what time these guys are coming in because I'm planning on being in here and sitting in here in the dark, letting them come in. Hello, can I help you with something? You are entering an unauthorized space. Do you know I could have you thrown in jail right now?
That's a sign.
The sign's right there. So, and that's what I'm ready to do. I'm ready to sit in here and say, you are entering an FCC controlled space and you're not authorized to be in here. No, get out and stay out. If I catch you in here again, I will arrest you on the scene. I'm not playing this game.
Ridiculous.
It is. This is an FCC controlled space. They're not listening. Because it is. It's an FCC controlled space. It says right on the door. They're not supposed to come in here. They've already been told, and they're still doing it. Okay, we're up in 35 seconds.
Okay.
Going hot. Good morning, Ksun listeners. At John Fogerty with Centerfield. Hey, it's holding at 65 degrees right now. Our high today is going to be 95 with an overnight low of 62. Winds out of the east at 7 miles an hour, and there is a 5% chance of rain till 8 o'clock. But I think that will probably go up.
September usually rolls around and it starts to cool down a bit.
Yeah.
It starts to slowly cool down. Then October comes. Next thing you know, we're going to get snow. I mean, we live in Colorado.
Well, in Colorado Springs, they get snow by Halloween.
Yeah, happy Halloween, trick-or-treaters.
Hey, I want to let you know, Gardening with Justin, it's on Saturday morning, 7 a.m. He's the owner and proprietor of Sustainable Hydroponic Organic Garden Supply, located in Rifle and Grand Junction. Be sure to listen to his show, and sometimes he has a guest speaker on. He's going through a 9-week program right now. He'll tell you all the latest, greatest tips on indoor-outdoor gardening. Then at 8 a.m. is Craft with Kids with Miss Reggie and Miss Amber. You had something to say?
Yeah, I think coming up this Saturday, it'll be week 4 for Justin?
No, 5.
5? Oh, yeah.
I think we're on week 5. So, hey, let us looking for volunteers. You can call Angela at 970-285-0221. And speaking of shows, Friday, 9 a.m., right after we're done here, Mary Lee Moreland is going to be on here with her show, Community Connections, and her guest is yours truly and my beautiful, gorgeous wife, Miss Reggie.
Yeah.
So fun
you
stuff.
get some extra airtime only on a different style of radio show.
Well,
You're going to get interviewed.
I get to loosen up a little. We're going to have some fun though.
Mm-hmm.
And we've already been talking about that. We're going to
Yes,
have some fun. So definitely. So, well, we're glad you listened. I hope you're being safe out there. Give yourself some extra room and extra time. Traffic stacking around the 116 and 114 exits pretty good this morning. Also watch yourself on Highway 13 going out to Meeker or coming from Meeker. They've got construction going out there and they are stopping traffic intermittently. Also in the I-70 corridor, I want you to be careful. They don't want you stopping to take pictures. Have somebody else in the car do it if you can. Otherwise, you're just going to have to keep going. Be safe out there. I know the eastbound deck is open for both westbound and eastbound traffic, so it's only 2-lane traffic. So again, be careful and take your time out there. Let's go a little bit with Aerosmith and Jeannie's Got a Gun. What's the sign of your gun? Oh, honey, honey, what have you done? It's just a sound. I can tell you what my daughter was doing as she was listening to that. Yeah. Because I know she
I was half expecting someone in your family to be like, Sean, don't cut him off in the middle of his jokes ever again. Like, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're on time. We're doing good.
You know, I want to say the week's almost over. My brain is starting to melt a little bit, but I don't have any excuses. I screwed up.
You know what? No. You're gonna make mistakes. That's the thing. You're human. I don't get mad. I just
You just look at me. It's like, what is wrong with you?
Well, I'm gonna ask you. Hey, Sean. I know you're pretty young, but is your will up to date? Make a mistake like that again, and your mind need it. Joking.
I'll just look at you like, error Sean.exe has stopped working. Restart, yes or no?
The record's stuck. The record's stuck. The record's stuck. The record's stuck.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are on Ryan's second cup of coffee.
Actually, 3. I've had one at home already.
Oh.
I get my first cup of coffee in the morning. Within 5 minutes after I get out of bed, I have a cup of coffee in my hand. My gorgeous, beautiful wife, who takes very good care of me, she gets up before me, gets the dog out, gets my coffee. This morning she went back to bed though. She needs to because she deals with. Well, Colt doesn't show up till usually about 7:30, and that's about the same time that G will show up. This week, next week, I'll go get G after the show because he's in preschool till 11:15. So I'll go pick him up.
She needs the extra sleep in order
She does, and I'm
tolerate.
going to bed at 6 and 7 o'clock at night, and she's back up at 1 or 2 in the morning because she can't sleep anymore. I have to have 8 to 10 hours sleep every night, or I'm a total useless, you know what, the next day. And well, you ain't seen grizzly bear till I haven't had much sleep.
You're listening to Ksun Community Radio, broadcasting on KBBN 101.1 FM, Parachute, Colorado.
Battlebit Mesa Service Association
Oh,
is
how long
Battlebit
is
Mesa's
this?
community organization's governing body. The board of directors manage and direct the affairs of the Battlebit Mesa community, a 3,200-acre unincorporated planned new development. The MSA is a member of the Ksun Community Corporate Sponsored Program, and the Ksun Board of Directors appreciates all that the MSA does for our community. Thank you, the MSA, for your contributions to Ksun Community Radio.
Oh, we're going on. Okay.
Yeah. It rocks in the way you love. Do you like it now? Do you like the way you rock? You smile. Yeah. 1 minute.
Okay.
Good morning, Ksun listeners. Hey, Loverboy, the kid is hot tonight. And boy, was he really hot. It's going to get hot. They're predicting 95 today, and currently it's 65, so we'll just see how the temperature goes.
Yeah, right. Last week I was hearing just awful things. Like it's gonna reach into the hundreds, and it did for a couple days.
Yeah, well, fun stuff going on. Never know. Hey, hello to everybody out there. We're glad you're joining us this morning on the morning show. Say hello to my daughter out there, Miss Amber. I know she's on her way to work this morning, and I think Mr. Justin's probably on his way out here to drop off my grandson.
Aw.
Oh, that kid is funny. He's got so much energy, and his little personality is coming in. It's so cool to watch these guys grow. I mean, it's amazing what they grow into and how fast they grow. It's just, I have 10 grandkids.
Maybe I should bring my puppy over. She's got a lot of energy to get out too.
I have a puppy now, so I have to deal with him.
How old is he?
He's 5. We got him from the rifle shelter. He was a misplaced dog. And so we took him on, and he's got a lot of the same personality traits that Kessie, my Chihuahua, had when she was still around. And yesterday he started running around the house like 90 miles an hour. He would attack G and start licking his whole face. I mean, it was like the Oh, excuse me. It was like the puppy commercials from Coca-Cola when they used to have the little boy. I don't know if you ever saw, but
Yeah, I
the
did
little
see
boy.
those.
Okay, so you did. So I guess he's got some culture.
Look. I am an uncultured swine. I will admit it.
Okay. Okay, I don't know how to come back on that one. Okay.
That's the thing, you don't.
Yeah, okay. All right, folks, well, listen, I want to remind you, we are still in a stage 2 fire ban. I want you to be careful out there, give yourself some extra time in the room. 116, 114 exits in Glenwood are stacking up. And let's not forget the construction out there on Highway 13 between Rifle and Meeker. Give yourself extra time and extra room. Want to thank some of our sponsors, El Tapatio. Remind you they have their happy hour 2 to 6 every day. By the first beer and you get the second beer free, and they have half price margaritas too, I think, on the second one. So I think that's what I remember reading.
Sounds fun.
Great place. They have great food.
Sounds fun. I just can't drink yet.
Well, no, but
Not in public.
You can go eat their food though.
Yeah, I can eat their food.
They've got their nachos, their chicken chimichangas. I mean, and all the people that work there, they're just really, really top-notch people. So make sure you go out and visit them. They're right here in downtown Parachute. And don't forget Napa, Me Too Farms. They're right next door. They have all the greatest auto parts you could probably need, and firearms. They can order firearms, and I guess they do a pretty good job at that. So
that's actually where I got my first gun.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
A lot of people got weapons
my
there.
18th birthday, my brother felt like being nice. He got me a shotgun.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Well, we're gonna get back to some music. How about some Supertramp with "Take the Long Way Home"? Couldn't get much better than that. We didn't hold it out that long, so that's good.
Do you happen to see what they were one?
No, it's right there, isn't it?
Oh, I'm blind.
Oopsie. Yeah, that's what I thought. She was all crazy.
So, I got a question for you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, question for you.
What?
So the first Monday of next month is going to be on the on Tuesday the 1st.
Yeah.
So and since we have 2 Monday hosts for Community Corners, would you just move that to the move that to the 7th?
Yeah, because that would end up being the first Monday, but maybe we can get them in.
That's what I'm writing in this email. We could probably move our Monday hosts to a different day to try to squeeze it in that
Well,
first
I
week.
want to talk to all of our show people because I want to see if I can get them to do 2 shows a month. But I want to talk to them one-on-one personally, face-to-face, and just try to kind of get a feel of how if they're willing to do that, if that's something they would consider, if they, because by the 2nd week, by the 3rd week, nobody's listening.
Yeah, let's start with them considering it first.
Yeah, I want them to think about it because to tell you the God honest truth, nobody's listening after the 3rd week.
Right.
And at that point, I'm ready to start yanking stuff because I don't want dead air. We need people listening to us. They're not going to listen to us if we're playing the same stuff all the time. And that's the thing. We've got to change it up. We've got to do more than just a full month of doing community corners. It's going to kill us. I mean, I'm serious. I'm still listening to Chris Jackson and me from 2 months ago.
Have you talked to Mary Lee about this yet or no?
I've already told her we got to cut community corners now. I said, nobody's listening after the 3rd week. Okay, now, yeah, they're listening to your public health update because you update it weekly. But
Right, and these last couple of weeks it's been spotty.
Yes, at best.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we really need to start looking at other alternatives because I don't mind running community corners all month, but you can't run the same stuff for 4 weeks. And no one's going to listen to it after the 3rd week.
Okay.
And that's what's going to kill us. Turn it up.
KMTS News Time 7:06, 52 degrees in Glenwood Springs. Good Thursday morning. The Coulter Fire, 9 miles north of Rifle Gap, is now 30% contained. Crews from the UCRI unit got a little help from the rain as they completed the saw line and hose lay around the 28-acre fire. The fire was started by
So,
lightning
I can
Wednesday
mention-
afternoon. The crew of
considering that in the email, just
No,
an idea.
Don't
Not yet.
say anything. I want to approach them.
Okay.
I don't want any of this getting out. I need to get a consensus, and I can't do that if everybody knows it.
The Grizzly Creek Fire is now 32,302 acres. Team Alaska reports a 61% containment with over 700 personnel battling that fire. The Pine Gulch Fire is now just under 136,000 acres, 53% contained, over 920 personnel battling the fire. When the Grizzly
That
Creek
containment
Fire
shows a lack of
raged
smoke
through Glenwood
recently.
Canyon within the first couple of hours, aside from homes, one of the big concerns was the
Both of them
Shoshone
are
Power
half
Station.
contained.
In his parting comments before handing over the fire to Team Alaska, former Incident Commander Marty Adele assured everyone Shoshone is secure.
Where it lied, just by itself. There was some work done around it, if I'm not mistaken, Jeff, of some tree trimming, some fuels around it, so if the fire ever did come close to it, that they would be protected.
Adele says crews with XL Energy have been working at a furious pace to repair and restore power lines that were damaged by the fire. Was it human error, carelessness? No one knows for sure what sparked the largest wildfire in the history of the White River National Forest. Deputy Supervisor Lisa Steffler says the cause of the Grizzly Creek fire is still a mystery.
We had trained investigators on that fire immediately the next day, and they gathered all that information, and they're still processing it. It's still under investigation, and we don't have a final answer onto the exact cause of the fire.
Since there was no lightning activity the day it started, Monday, August 10th, officials are certain the fire was human caused.
Probably someone just tossing their cigarette butt out the window.
They're talking, what fire is that?
Grizzly Creek. They're saying it's human cause. I'm wondering if it was just some.
I've heard it's a cigarette.
Yeah.
A cigarette's what started it. And
Says the new rules require under Senate Bill 181.
I'll point a finger at California before I point at anybody. I've seen more of those idiots running through here than I can shake a stick at.
People that we felt should be helping us.
That's funny. When I went to rifle with my brother last week. We just got out of Walmart. There was a smoking cigarette butt on the parking lot. I'm like, that's how the last fire started.
I'll be turning into Hank from Me, Myself, Irene. Jim Carrey is a schizo. He plays a schizo. He's a Rhode Island highway patrolman, and his wife left him for this midget black man, and it was just, it was terrible. And he ends up taking over. While he's with his wife gets pregnant, starts having kids. The kids are all coming out black. And Charlie says, there's just dark skin, right? He's just trying to avoid the reality that his wife's fucking around on him. Well, now he's got 3 boys. That's okay. Now he's got 3 boys, 3 black boys, right? And they're all real close, they're all funny. It's a great movie, but he becomes a schizoid. And Hank is the tougher part of him that comes out. And he sees this guy in a parking lot. These baseball players are all around the back of the bed of this truck, right? Mm-hmm. And this guy takes a cigarette, and he goes, right? Mm-hmm. And you see Hank come out of Charlie, right? You see Charlie turn into Hank, right? Like, hey, Bus Bucket, you gotta pick that up, or I'm gonna have to put that on the bottom of my shoe alongside your head, or something like that, right? But calls him a Bus Bucket and everything, and I'm just going, and he's like,
awesome,
right? And the guy just comes up and doesn't even fight him. He chicken boots his way out of it, takes a shocker and shocks Hank instead of, and then once Hank's down, they all start kicking on him. I'm like, really? He was right. You're a bunch of putts.
It's a process. It's a journey. And we're not able to flip a switch overnight to make the changes.
So Charlie has these 3 black boys, right?
Uh-huh.
And they're super smart, right? And you hear them arguing through the movie about calculus problems and, I can't take the mind, and make it work. And that's because you got to take the mother, and it's funny. It's just total slapstick all the way through. And it's probably one of Jim Carrey's better movies because he did a really good job between Hank and playing Charlie. It was just hilarious. Good stuff.
A man accused of firing his gun during a Denver protest in May.
1 minute to the break.
Before shooting into the sky toward police and television helicopters. Felix Alba of Aurora was arrested Monday, charged with having a gun while being in the United States illegally. According to an arrest affidavit, Alba made the statements.
This is different because it even says it's not set up for kids. So we can have a few of those things happen, and it's not a big deal.
Jared Paulson announced that Alabama small businesses suffering from the effects of COVID-19.
I'm actually pretty conscious of everything anyway. Yeah, don't get rid of this.
That's the map.
Yeah, don't get rid of that. That's all the rocks and stuff.
20
seconds.
Oh,
yeah, this is another stupid commercial.
$25 million fund received bipartisan support with public and
Going hot.
grants
Okay.
and loans to go toward those businesses that were able to participate in the federal government's paycheck protection program didn't receive enough. If you see or hear of an event that may be newsworthy, contact us, KMTS.com.
Holy Cross Energy, your community, your co-op, your choice.
Good morning, Ksun listeners, and thank you for listening here. Our temperatures are currently holding at 65 with a high of 95 today. Overnight low 62. Winds out of the east at 7 miles an hour. 5% chance of rain now is going out through the rest of the day, and it's going up. Like I said, we're at 50% humidity, and that's great. For
there was a flash flood warning yesterday. I hope the chance of rain goes up.
Yeah, and like I said, there's 50%. Humidity's at 50% right now, so that's a really good thing. Hey, I want you to be careful around the 116, 114 exits in Glenwood and out on Highway 13. They've got construction going on. You're going to have delays going on, so please be patient. Give yourself some extra time and extra room. And that also goes for the canyon, too, because they don't want you stopping and taking pictures it would be a traffic hazard, and that would not be a good thing. So we got traffic hazards. So you remember me telling you about that guy in the center median yesterday?
Yeah.
He was gone. I mean, it was like everybody was gone except the bulldozers were the only thing working yesterday. So obviously CDOT must have had some words with some people because I didn't see the same individuals out yesterday. It was a lot safer too.
Just don't stand in the center median without a reflective vest at least.
Well, yeah, and leaning out of a truck and doing the cones and stuff, that's why we have safety stuff, that's why we have OSHA.
Like,
Occupational safety health.
Like, hey, we're out here. Please don't hit us with your car.
Yeah, and see, that was the whole thing. They were just doing it by themselves and some of that stuff. But it was good to see that had been rectified yesterday. So be careful out there, and remember, they are still doing construction in the Glenwood Canyon. And CDOT, thank you for what you do. We really appreciate all the hard work trying to get those freeways back open after the fire and the construction. You guys are working everywhere, and we see it, and we really appreciate what you do. And then my buddy OJ out there, he works for CDOT. Thanks for everything you do too, bud. Hey, we're gonna get back to some music. Creedence Clearwater with "Ooh, Stop the Rain."
Held that sneezing until we were off the air.
What's that?
Held that sneezing until we were off the air.
Man. Okay. Oh, pretty good. That's pretty good on time.
quite another to actually walk the walk. I'm Glenn Davis for Alpine Bank, member FDIC. Over the years, so many of you have been kind enough to share your wishes and dreams. You've given us the chance to be part of your lives. Farmers have taken us onto their land, businesses into their stores, and families into their home. And we've listened, and we've learned. And as a result, everything has changed for the better, for you and for us. And for that, you have our humble thanks. It would be impossible for Alpine Bank to fill the shoes of good people like you. But I can assure you, we will follow in your footsteps.
Go on after the song.
Okay.
Good morning, Ksun listeners. California Girls Day to Day Rock. I think they should name that Colorado Girls.
Yes, they should.
Well, for you, I'm good to go. I have what I need.
Okay. Well, hey. So young. I still need to find someone, you know. It's just...
I know, you don't have anybody, do you?
No, I don't.
Ladies, there's a very nice gentleman here available, 20 years old. He's about 5'10", 5'11", maybe what?
5'9".
210?
Yeah.
210.
Pretty heavy set guy, but I make up for it with my face.
Well, you got a heart of gold.
I got personality.
Well, like I said, you got a heart of gold, man. You are literally, you are my right hand guy in this station. If I didn't have you, I don't know what I'd do. This kid works so hard at production, and and I've been able to show him and teach him a lot of things, and he does a really good job here, and we really appreciate Sean down here. So,
been here 2 years, and you taught me more in what, a week?
Well, probably the last 6 months. I've been here 7 months now.
Was it February you joined?
I think it was February. We started working behind the scenes. We were rewiring the studio and doing some new things and getting some things up far. We brought in some new equipment, computers, TVs, just to give us all the latest, greatest information we need. And this is how we get this out to you folks, is we're all hooked up with all the services, county services, local law enforcement. So we know what's going on, and as soon as we find out, we try to let you know. So, we appreciate all of our law enforcement out there, Garfield County, our president, Adam Ford, who is a deputy sheriff for Garfield County. We really appreciate him too, and all of our board members too.
Fortunately, this year Adam's term is coming to an end. This is his third, I think, as board president.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I've only been here 7 months, man. I don't know.
But not looking to date anyone just yet. So
yeah. Well, hey, don't forget Friday, right after our show at 9 a.m. is Community Connections with Mary Lee Moreland. And then on Saturday morning, we have Gardening with Justin at 7 a.m. And at 8 a.m. is Crafting Kids with Miss Reggie, Miss Amber. Don't forget, Lift Up's looking for volunteers. You can call Angela at 970-285-0221. We at Ksun are also looking for volunteers. Now, while I'm on that subject, we produce our own ads. We write them. We do all that stuff. We could really use some more voices to do our ads and spots. And I think we're looking at maybe doing, giving gift certificates for folks who could come in here and, do some of our ads and our spots. We'd love to see you come in here. We do a lot of fun things. This is a community radio, so we are asking the community to give us a hand here and, come in here, volunteer, help us do some things, and really trying to get this station on the map so that everybody starts to listen to us. I know at this point we're only 500 watts, but we're working on that too.
Yeah, we are. We're planning on getting out there.
On that. So we're hoping maybe by this time next year we'll be up to 10,000 watts instead of 500. But again, all this takes money and it takes a lot of work and
time.
Yeah, and
time is something you can't get back.
Well, and we're going through the process, doing the best we can. So it's a lot of fun with what we do around here. There's a lot of behind the scenes stuff. Like I said, we're going to be at the back to school bash. That's going to be happening Saturday here at the Grand Valley Rec Center.
Yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, prepackaged food and drinks for sale, free popsicles. They've got basketball court, volleyball court. They've got everything's going to be set up outside. So it's going to be a really great event. We really would love to see y'all come down here. And speaking outside, our air quality has gone down to 9 particulates. So that's really good. We're back in the green. The smoke looked a lot better outside this morning.
That 53% containment that we reported earlier, it's definitely helped the smoke go down.
Yeah, we're over half containment on both of these fires, and that's a great thing. We've got some of these other little things going on, but they seem to be on top of those too. So, well, let's get back to the music. Men at Work. Who can it be now?
It's good timing.
Yeah. That's why I killed that 4-minute song.
Yeah. I was half expecting you to.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ryan is singing. I turned the mic
Take
on.
it easy. Let her slow down, girl. Let the motor go. Does your mother know? Take it easy. Let her cool it, girl. Take it nice and slow. Does your mother know? Yeah, I know. You got me on a mic. Yeah, I love this job, man. I'm telling you. And I don't even get paid for it. It's all volunteer. But I'll tell you what, you have a hell of a time here. You want to be searching for that kind of fun. Maybe I'm not the one. Your heart, your style, what you mean when you look at that smile. Oh, girl, you're only a child. I can flirt with you, maybe, and you think it's funny. Does your mama know that you're real? And I can flirt with you, maybe, flirt a little, maybe. Does your mama know that you're out? Take it easy, try to slow down, girl. There's no way to go. Does your mother know? Take it easy, try to cool it, girl. Take it nice and slow. Does your mother know? And I can dance with you, honey, if you think it's funny. Does your mama know that you're out? And search with you, honey, for a little bit. Does your mama know that you're out?
Oh, it's on assist.
You are listening to KDBN 101.1 FM, Parachute, Colorado, serving the Grand Valley from Quebec to Newcastle.
I was wondering why there was a segment that's.
I forgot to turn it back on to automatic mode. That was on me.
Sound like Evan Baxter.
Some of these voices. Some of these voices you do just crack me up. Easy there, Steve.
I could do Yosemite Sam too, but it always tears my throat up.
No.
And I am a Looney Tunes fanatic. I love Looney Tunes. Looney Tunes is one of the coolest cartoons they ever made.
Oh, I love Looney Tunes.
Yeah, my grandkids love Looney Tunes better than the stuff they put out on TV today. They come to the house, the first thing they want to see is Bugs Bunny and Donald and Daffy Duck.
Don't even get me started on that Teen-Titans Go crap.
Well, you know, my favorite of all the Looney Tunes cartoons, of all of them, there is one, and it's The Barber of Seville, The Marriage of Figaro. And the actual original one was like 12 to 15 minutes long.
Right.
The cartoon was. Okay. So for a cartoon to be that long was not a common thing. And they did such a good job because that's what Looney Tunes does. They used a lot of orchestrated music. That's what their bands were back then.
Right.
And so, they played a lot of this great stuff. So in The Marriage of Figaro, the whole thing is just nonstop, and it's the funniest cartoon from Looney Tunes I ever saw come out. It just hands down. It just shows the talent they had. You know, Mel Blanc was a great voice character, and he did so many of those characters, and it was just, you know, his son carried on his tradition and continued doing the voices that he was doing. So, and I don't know if his son is doing it now, but it you know, Mel Blanc was he did Barney Rubble.
Right.
He did Barney Rubble on Flintstones.
I love Flintstones.
Oh yeah, the Flintstones from the '60s were the best. They were the best.
They were.
Hands down. Of course, a lot of the shows in the '60s were the best. '60s and early '70s. As we started getting into the '80s, they started getting really crappy.
And like I said, don't even get me started. I like the original Teen Titans on Cartoon Network, but when they get Teen Titans Go, I'm just like, it's so stupid.
Oh, the ones I used to watch were like Speed Buggy. He was another one I like.
I remember that.
You know,
I'm not completely uncultured, it seems.
well, at least you got some of the cartoons in.
Yeah.
But see, we used to listen to School Rock. How many of you out there know about School Rock?
Oh.
The best. That stuff was the best. And they should be playing that today because it'd be teaching you kids the real actuality of what the law is and how it works and how our government really works. So, and what we're supposed to be doing compared to what has been happening in the past. But I will not get into a political stance here. I do not voice my political opinions publicly, except on Facebook on occasion, but I've gotten better with that too.
That's why we have a mute button. We can talk about it.
Yeah, and you may hear some stuff in here sometimes where we don't even realize the mute button's on. So we apologize ahead of time. And, but we have fun here, but we're real, and that's the thing.
We're in a closed room, and this is the first time we've ever been streaming on YouTube. Every time we go off the air, it's free reign. We can talk about whatever we want.
We got a phone call. I got it. Mute that.
Nobody's home.
That was probably a robo.
Yeah, we get robocalls in here. Hey, but you can call us here at 970-248-2246. And
285.
Is it 285? Oh, 285. Sorry, 970-285-2246. And we'll try to do a song if you want, or you just want to say hi. We're always willing to listen, see how you're doing. Hope you're having a good morning. But yeah, and those are the things that I grew up with. I grew up watching Michael Jackson when he was a kid, before he got weird. And then the Osmonds too. They were another thing back then.
Mm-hmm.
Jay Osmond was my favorite out of the whole Osmond group. I really liked him. And of course, you got to love Marie. She's still out there plugging away, doing her thing. I think Donnie's still out there doing his thing. But Fat Albert and the Cosby Kids. Did you ever see them?
Yeah.
Oh, the best. The best. And some of you guys may not like Bill Cosby because of all things that you've heard. I don't take anything to heart unless I get it from the horse's mouth, but that's another story. That used to be a really good show. Then there was, did you ever get to see the Children's Television Workshop?
I don't think so.
Sherry Lewis had these hand puppets. They were soft.
Vaguely familiar, but it must have been when I was really young, and I don't remember anything past.
They would show shows, kids shows.
Right.
They would do different, like short miniseries type or something like that, right? And these short movies. And I remember one where this kid had found a cat, and he was feeding the cat to try to keep it alive. His mom didn't know about it. His mom would send him to the market to charge all the time things, and the guy would do it. Well, then he started charging a can of tuna every day. And his mom found out about it, and so I think the cat ended up coming home with him. But it's just one of those movies I remember from one of those times. So
right.
But yeah, it used to be we'd get up in the morning, get our cereal. We'd start with the Kid Rock shows, or not Kid Rock, with a School of Rock, and they would come in with Michael Jackson's ABC type deal. We'd watch Bugs Bunny, Speed Buggy. Scooby-Doo was one of my big deals too back in the day. And I'm funny. I wasn't into
what do you think?
I was into Thelma.
Well, what do you think of some of the live action movies they did for Scooby-Doo? I thought so too.
It was okay.
Yeah, it was okay. It's hard to replicate something live action because most of those old cartoons, they pretty much defy the laws of physics constantly. It's hard to replicate something.
They wanted to take away Yosemite Sam's guns and quit seeing what happens when people fall off. If you're stupid enough, it's like the people that blamed Beavis and Butthead because their kid burned down their house. If you don't have the kind of control on your kid, first of all, you shouldn't be letting them watch these kind of shows.
It's all in the parent.
But I agree, it is all in the parent, and I taught my kids how to shoot guns when they were very young. Why? It took the thrill away of when you get older. Okay, you got to get them while they're young. You got to let them see that. Then they get older. Oh yeah, I've done that. It's no big deal. You got to be safe about that. You drill it into their heads when they're young. Because you're not going to get to do that when they get older. Marching to Mars, Sammy Hagar. Probably should do a station break here in a minute.
Probably.
People are surprised when they say, "You're not getting paid for this?" I'm like, no. It's for the community. It's what it's about.
Right.
And that's what it is about, serving the community. I served my country for 18 and a half years. Now I'm serving my community. Of course, when I served my country, I was getting paid. But
Right.
I'm still getting paid. I'm a fully disabled vet on a 100% disability pension. Thank God for that. And tell you kids out there, man, military is the best way to go. And if you want to stay safe, in my book, it's either go Air Force or go Navy. You still run the chance of getting
Hit by something.
Yeah, but your chances, in my opinion, I've been in the Army and the Navy, and I can tell you, I'd much rather been in the Navy. It's a lot safer.
I took a slight interest in joining
even
the
though I had the most
military.
dangerous job in the world.
I took a slight interest in joining the military when I was in high school.
I thought my son was going to do it.
Yeah. The thing.
But he's now 24 this year.
Yeah. Well,
he's got one more year before I think he can join. No, 32, I think, is the cutoff.
Well, yeah, I wanted to, and when I talked to the recruiter down there, I don't know if I told you this, but I'm missing my pec muscle right here.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I got no muscle right here.
On ass? Boobs?
Huh? I got one.
You got one boob?
Yeah, I got one boob. And so,
I'm listening.
I asked the recruiter about it, and he had no idea. I was like, huh. Well, when I get back, I'll ask about it. And then he came back a couple weeks later, and I asked him, like, so did you ever find out? And he was like, yeah, sorry, we can't take you because of that. I'm like, oh, okay. Which is understandable,
Right.
I just wanted some confirmation.
Boy,
Hey, look, I'm back on camera. We're going on after this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Marching to Mars, Sammy Hagar. Good morning, Ksun listeners, and welcome to the morning show. Hey, we're at 69 degrees presently, so the temperature is going up with a high of 95, overnight low 62. Winds out of the east at 7, and there is a 5% chance of rain, and it looks like it's going to keep continuing through the day because, up to 10% by noon, it's looking like. So,
thank goodness.
Yeah. Hey, the traffic's getting pretty heavy out there in areas. Highway 13 has got construction going on. So you folks coming from Meeker or going out towards Meeker, be careful, give yourself some extra room and some extra time. They are working diligently to get these things done. Same thing in the Glenwood Canyon. CDOT's out there working that, getting the west deck cleaned up from all the rock falls and everything that came down from the fire. So the eastbound deck is open, but it's open for both east and westbound. So 2 lanes of traffic. Make sure you're giving yourself extra time and extra room with the guy.
That fire I mean, you have to imagine that fire burned away all the roots that were probably holding all that stuff together.
Exactly.
Now it's gone. It's just free reign down.
Yeah. And they've got the Grizzly Creek at 61% containment, and Pine Creek or the Pine Gulch is at 53% containment. So those are good things to hear. Be careful out there with what you're doing. Hey, you can listen to us on your computer at ksunradio.org. Bottom left-hand corner, there's a button there. You can just push that, turns us on. Or you can go to the Google Apple Store and get our app. And if you need to know what that thing looks like, you can go to Ksun Radio Morning Show, or Ksun Morning
We have it
Show
on camera.
and we have it on camera. We are broadcasting live on YouTube.
We really should drill some holes in the wall.
Well, we're going to be working on that probably either tomorrow or Saturday. I just keep forgetting to bring in the anchors. That's on me. So, but we'll get that up and get our banner up so you can see it even better. So, hey, don't forget, here we go again. The Grand Valley Recreation Center is open for business. They have their swimming pool open, basketball courts are open. They got pickleball, aerobics, water swimming lessons, all kinds of stuff going on down here. Go ahead and give them a call at 970-285-9480 or go to their website at www.gvrc.net and they'll get you all the latest, greatest information. Grand Valley High School has canceled all their fall games and they're going to move everything over to the spring. So we will be picking that back up and doing that. And we may be adding a few other things into that, but we don't know yet. We'll see. We're still working out the kinks. So, hey, glad you're having a good day. Hope you got your cup of joe in your hand. Like I said, take your time. Don't forget Friday, 9 a.m., Community Connections with Mary Lee, and Saturday morning, Gardening with Justin at 7 a.m., and Craft with Kids with Miss Reggie and Miss Amber at 8 a.m. So be sure you listen in. Right now, we're going to go with a little bit of Foreigner saying, say you will.
Say you will, say you won't, make up your mind tonight. Say you do, say you know, wanna be mine. Say you will, say you won't, make up your mind.
All right, I got a story to tell. All right, story time's over. You can listen to us again. Oh, I made an oopsie yesterday during my jazz show. Last song I had on Chris Tomlin. You know how I usually end my shows, right? It was the last song. I was looking through my old pictures. I saw something that really made me laugh, like a hyena. The microphone was still on. So
Come back and say,
no, I didn't notice it until the song was over. I'm like, oh.
and then you come back. And
I
say
know.
something.
I went and took out the song and then replaced it in post. But it was fun. It was funny. You just I put on Amazing Grace. And just super soft, Amazing Grace.
Oh.
Then you just hear.
I need you to look up and see if we have the song Amazed by Lone Star. If you do, I need it transferred over immediately.
Okay.
That's my wife and I's wedding song. It's a country song.
Amazed by Lone Star?
Yeah.
I can spell. Yep, we got it.
Get it. I need it.
Okay.
Get it in my library immediately so I can give it where it's supposed to go.
It's a country song, you said?
Yeah.
Okay. Actually, Mike gave me this handy little chart.
Is that the music categories?
Yep.
Oh,
For
really?
the
I
for
need
the
that.
for the cut numbers. Yeah, just shoot him a text or an email or something asking for it. Or I can make you a copy real quick.
Yeah, you can make a copy. Where's our?
So I used up 20,000 and 21,000 for the Big Fancy and Sears Standard songs when I was changing the numbers. So that's taken now. So from the looks of it, let's see.
Okay, find out where we need to put it.
Commercials,
Let me know I
and
have it
music
available.
upbeat. Jazz, religious, multi-cut.
101.1 FM, Ksun, classic rock, and community news. A new option is available to support your.
Because I'm gonna stick it in here and go,
Shop
honey, I found it.
Amazon will donate a portion of the proceeds to the organization of your choice at no additional cost. To do this, just select Ksun Community Radio in your Amazon Smile section of account settings. Your contribution will automatically be applied to the purchase of eligible items.
I knew he was different in his sexuality. I went to his parties as a straight minority. Never seemed a threat to my masculinity. The only
When we import the country songs, we can start that on 22,000. There's only 6,000 something country songs.
That's fine.
That won't even reach 30,000, so we should be fine on that. But I'll start that song on 22,000.
Okay. Let Mike know.
Okay. Music. Yeah, whatever. Category C. We'll start names. What else? All right, go ahead and open up the audio library. You might have to close it out to get it to refresh. And just search up Lone Star with the artist. Just give it a second. One word. Should be, there it is.
What are you thinking?
Could.
How long is the song?
356. So we can replace Jeff Centerfold.
Okay, we're coming in after this. And I will tell you a story about this.
I can't wait.
She's gonna cry.
Is she?
Yeah. This is our wedding song.
That's
I can
amazing.
tell you a couple of stories about this song.
That's amazing.
40 seconds.
All right.
Why not? It's going to be a real quick break.
Oh, that quick, huh? That quick? Okay. I got the mouse.
Good day, good morning, Ksun listeners. And hey, that was Rush with Counterparts. Hey, we're glad you're joining us this morning. The temperature has gotten up to 70 degrees with a high of 95. So now I'm going to say this. I hope my wife is listening because I told her I was going to look for something. I found it. And I will tell you a story about this next song. Actually, two stories after the news on this next song. So to my wife, honey, I found it.
Every time our eyes meet, spinning inside me.
Now you wait.
I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna cry because this is my wedding song.
Baby, when you touch me, I can feel how much you love me. It just blows me away. I've never been this close to anyone or anything. I can hear your thoughts. I can see your dreams.
Doesn't she usually listen to the show every day? Doesn't she usually listen to the show every day?
Every morning she listens to the show. So and I couldn't find it in the library yesterday, and I didn't go check the Simeon. But I figured I'll get in this morning and have you check it. Yeah, I'm crying like a baby. This is my wedding song.
Hey, you're not crying like a baby.
If you knew the woman I was married to, you know why I was crying. I am so blessed. Yeah. I've got a big heart.
Cry it out, man. Cry it out. I'm not gonna hold it against you.
Oh, I can tell you. So I'll tell you guys. You'll hear it again. But so I played this song. I called the radio station and I told them dedicate it. And we weren't even married yet, right? She gets home and I hear this across the parking lot. She's running across the parking lot of the building that we live in.
Uh-huh.
And because she heard what I did, and it was so funny. It was so funny. And we're going to talk about something on Friday when we lived in this apartment. One of the things that happened, you're going to laugh your butt off. It was funny. But and then we went to this concert, and we went to the Lone Star concert at the Oregon Fair.
Is that her?
That would be her. Yep.
Is it her?
Yeah, it's her. I got to get to it. I just back up out of here. Oh yeah.
What'd she say? Oh.
See, that's the response I get. If you can't see it.
Focus.
There you go. That's the response I got from my wife. She loves this song, and so do I. Obviously. I have never felt the way I do about somebody the way I do about her. It's so deep I don't know where the bottom is. I don't even know if there is a bottom.
Let's just say no.
Okay.
You all right?
Yeah.
Why did you jam?
This is what a good marriage does to a man.
All right. Why did you jam? I don't like you right now.
He's giving you the middle finger.
All right, I gotta go to the bathroom. I will be back.
Okay. Unless you're shredding it. I don't get towels. This jam good. Oh, I didn't know this was a screwdriver. Perfect. Holy. Oh. Trash can.
I think I need to empty the paper shredder. So yeah.
Oh, yep. Let's go, bro. That's the culprit. Just paper confetti. I'm spilling it all over the floor. Trying to pick it up by hand. Yeah, the paper shredder got too full.
Ah, that happens. Brought happy tears to my eyes. Good. Yeah, tell me about it. I was in here bawling in front of Sean.
And in front of YouTube. It's still jammed.
Reverse. Can you reverse the flow?
Huh?
Can you reverse the feeder? Yeah, you can. Let's see if it'll back up.
Air code went away.
It's not gonna work well. So
Oh.
you've got to switch that switch right there. See that switch right there? There's a switch right there.
Okay. Never mind.
Market is a case of community radio corporate sponsor of projects and dedication to local communities they serve with their philanthropic efforts are deeply appreciated by the local communities. The Clark family has been in the local business for over 40 years, and they strive to provide their clientele with products and service they deserve. Thank you, Clark's Market, for supporting our communities and Ksun Community Radio.
Hey, have you heard of El Tapatio? If you haven't, well, let me tell you, when it comes to fine Mexican food, you can't beat El Tapatio. They have appetizers like nachos, quesadillas that come in cheese, beef, chicken, pork, grilled steak, and baby shrimp. They have tostadas. They have tacos, dinner for two, soups, salads, even a vegetarian dish. And for you folks that just want a plain old burger, well, they got you covered on that too. Did you know you can get a house margarita half price for the purchase of a full meal? There are food and drink specials daily. Oh, and let's not forget happy hours 7 days a week from 2 to 6 p.m. Their draft beers are buy one, get one free, and healthy margaritas are half off on your second one. Open for dining and takeout. Go on out and enjoy fine Mexican food in a family-friendly restaurant. El Tapatio, located at 393 East 2nd Avenue, right next to the old Mountain Storage and Shipping. #1 restaurant in Parachute. Oh, and don't forget your mask.
KNTS News Time 7:06, 52 degrees in Glenwood Springs. Good Thursday morning. The Coulter Fire, 9 miles north of Bradford Gap, is now 30% contained. Crews from the UCRI unit got a little help from the rain as they completed the saw line and hose lay around the 28-acre fire. The fire was started by lightning late Tuesday afternoon. A crew of 60 firefighters along with 2 engines and 10 lookouts to keep the fire from expanding. Expected to grow much over the next few days. The Grizzly Creek fire is now 32,302 acres. Team Alaska reports a 61% containment with over 700 personnel battling that fire. The Pine Gulch fire is now just under 136,000 acres, 50% containment, and over 20%. When the Grizzly Creek fire started, it raged through the 10 in the first couple of hours. Aside from homes, one of the big concerns was the Shoshone Power Station. In his parting comments before handing over the fire to Team Alaska, former Incident Commander Marty Udell assured everyone Shoshone is secure.
Where it lied, just by itself, there was some work done around it, if I'm not mistaken, of some pre-treating some fuels around it, so if the fire ever did come close to it, that they would be protected.
NL says crews with XL Energy have been working at a furious pace to repair and restore power lines that were damaged by the fire. Was it human error, carelessness? No one knows for sure what sparked the largest wildfire in the history of the Whitewood National Forest. Deputy Supervisor of Train
investigators on that fire immediately the next day, and they gathered all that information, and they're still processing it. It's still under investigation, and we don't have final instruction to do exactly.
Since there was no lightning activity the day it started, Monday, August 10th, officials are certain the fire was human caused.
Oh, yeah, there's no doubt it was human
Two
caused.
of Garfield County's most outspoken opponents of the oil and gas industry appeared before the state commission charged with implementing new regulations. Longtime Bellman Mesa Concerned Citizen Chairman Dave Devani
We may not know who started the fire, but there is somebody who does.
says the new rules
Probably more than just the person that started it.
He says
God knows you started the fire. A lot of damage from Hurricane Laura. Been downgraded to a Category 1 storm.
That's good.
Yeah, but round 2, isn't that Marcos? Isn't he the one coming up behind it, or did he go first and then it was Laura?
No, I think it's Laura first and then
Marcos.
yeah.
The Mesa residents, Nancy Leonard, expressed her anger and frustration over drilling operations within the planned unit development. She says the noise, dust, slime, and odors of
Yeah, you're not hearing any polo when they say Marco because he got blown away. Marco! Nope, he's not there. Sorry.
That in the voting margin in Battlement Mesa, he had received 75% of the vote, indicating that the remainder 25%, and this is more than 1,000 people, did not matter. He felt he needed to serve only the people who voted. Furthermore, he told me that I did not represent the people of Battlement Mesa and dismissed my remarks. I was astounded that I had been treated this way by a county commissioner.
Colorado Department of Natural Resources Director Dan Gibbs reassured Leonard and Devani that their concerns are being taken to heart by the COGCC.
Even though you may feel like your county commissioners have not listened to you, the genesis of Senate Bill 181 is really, hearing from local communities, just
Want a couple magazines?
Like yourself, just in the Battlement Mesa area, and the legislators have heard loud and clear that we need to do things differently. So I just want you to know that, I feel like your voice has been heard, and this process as we implement Senate Bill 181, it's a process, it's a journey, and we're not able to
181 allows local governments to pass tougher regulations than those passed by the state. The rulemaking hearings continue through September 11th. Police of Denver are looking into a video that appears to show an officer putting a knee on the neck of a man arrested during a homeless sweep on Tuesday, as well as officers' use of pepper spray during the operation. The video was taken by someone at the sweep. It quickly moves away from the officer restraining the man, and then a line of police officers blocks the view of the camera. The police department spokesman says all the force used during the sweep is being examined under a policy that requires all uses of force to be reviewed. A man accused of firing his gun during a Denver protest in May made anti-police statements before shooting into the sky toward police and television helicopters. Felix Alva of Aurora was arrested Monday, charged with having a gun while being in the United States illegally. According to an arrest affidavit, Alva made the statement.
Joe Biden is a loser. I'm going to tell you straight up. You vote for him, you got something wrong with you.
The Jeep he was riding in sped away.
There's only one person, that's probably us.
Yeah, but they can hear it later. I don't voice my political opinions, but I'm sorry. That mine's dumber than the box of rocks and the box that it came in. If you guys, yeah, I'll behave myself.
$25 million fund received bipartisan support.
I'm a constitutionalist. I believe in the letter of the law.
To go toward those businesses unable to participate in the federal government's Paycheck Protection Program for receiving help. If you see or hear of an event, maybe newsworthy, on our Facebook page, or call us at 945-9124. We're here for you. KMTS News.
Holy Cross Energy, your community, your co-op, your choice.
Good morning, Ksun listeners. It's currently 71 degrees with a high of 95, overnight low 62. East wind at 7 miles an hour, and there's a 5% chance of rain. It looks like it's starting to pick up, so we'll hope that we see some rain later today.
Fingers crossed.
Really great, really great. So I told you that after the news, I would tell you about that song that I played, Amazed by Lone Star. That is my wife and I's wedding song. And there's some real funny stories behind this band and the song that her and I went through. Before we were married, we lived in this apartment out in a place called Gresham, Oregon, and which is where we both went to high school and then pretty much were raised in our teenage years. And one night I called the radio station that's out there, one of the country radio stations, KWJJ, great little radio station up there in Portland. And we lived in Oregon, and I had requested this song, and she was coming home from work, and I knew she'd be coming home from work, so she would catch it. I hear these little high heels running through the parking lot to the door, and oh, you played our song, blah blah. It was great. And then another time we went to the Oregon State Fair, and we saw Lone Star in concert. Now, this has only happened to me twice in my lifetime, where I've gone to a concert and I've done something and the whole stadium reacted. Okay, not a bad thing. No. On either case, because I told you the other one. But Lone Star, this is my wife and I song, and I can tell you what song it is by the first note. My wife will tell you that. The minute I hear the first note, I'm up. And I grabbed her, we stood up, and we started dancing.
Oh.
And the whole stadium did exactly the same thing. It was the coolest thing ever. And I've only, like I said, had this happen to me once before. And that was in a Van Halen concert. And anybody who knows old Van Halen and the hand signal for Van Halen, you can see it. I'm doing it on the YouTube screen. Anybody who knows that's the old Van Halen time. Well, I did that to Eddie Van Halen when he was playing. He stopped playing, and he did it right back. And this is on tape. This is on the Right Here, Right Now tape, which was shot in San Jose and San Diego. So it was really cool to see that. But, this song that my wife and I means so much to us. I mean, I'm sitting in here while the song was playing. I was a blubbering idiot. I was bawling the whole time, because when you have the kind of wife I do, you have the love of a lifetime. And I definitely have my soulmate, and I'm so happy. And so, fun things like this, you get to share things that go on. Well, let's get back to the music. I think I've told my story long enough.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
All right, well, let's get back to the music. Leonard Skinner with What's Your Name? Yeah, I don't have a problem talking about my wife and how much I love her. I don't care. I don't care if people like it or love it. It doesn't matter to me. You know, I'm blessed, and I know I am. I have the greatest wife in the world. I have my soulmate, and I'm so happy and so blessed. And I know it. She'll find yours too. Well, of course, it's going to drive him to the GOP. What did you think was going to happen? You think all this bad stuff you Democrats are doing is not going to drive voters to the GOP? You're wrong. I think I need some more coffee.
This will be your fourth cup.
Yeah, and then I'll have another one when I get home.
The next 5.
Well, I'll have 2. I gotta watch it. Okay, so tomorrow with Community Corners, our connections in the morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run out of here about 8:30, go get her, and get back here. I may even do it even earlier than that.
Okay.
Steve Benjamin, you're an idiot. And Joe Biden is not the vice president, in case you didn't know. See, this goes right into your inability to accept things the way they are.
Ksun 101.1 FM. Flashing rock of the Old West.
Mary Lee said she was bringing me one of those dividers, so I'm not carrying the crap around.
One of those, or
Yeah, one of those.
because I have a big one at the office at the house, about this long.
Oh.
I can bring that one in.
I don't need something insanely huge. I just something to fit right there.
Well, let me bring this in. It's at an angle thing, so it might work for you, but we'll see. Let me bring it in. I'll bring it in tomorrow.
Okay. Should I just tell Mary Lee that you've already got one lined up then?
Yeah, I'm gonna tell her I'm gonna give you the one that she gave me, because I have a couple of those at the house. What she's
Right.
done. So, yeah.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
Let everything keep going the way it is.
Yes, sir.
Let's go down to the sunset grill. Watch the working girl go by. Watch the basket people walk around. Stare out at the auburn sky. Oh, we live on the old world. Humans are the same. Cause all its customers are dead. See a lot more meanings will stay. So kind of hit you up inside. I come away with that statement, just like dignity. Hard to get home with it right. These are relations. You never see his face. But there is no hiding Let's go down to the sunset grill. People walk around, gaze out at the open sky. Maybe we'll leave come springtime. Meanwhile, have an idea. When we got all these kids
Okay, so tomorrow night, I will be in here.
What for?
I'm gonna catch this son of a bitch.
How late you planning?
Excuse us, we have to have a private conversation here. 20 seconds.
Okay.
Going live. Rush, Limelight. Hey, great song. Love that band. Really fun stuff. Hey, it's 71 degrees right now. High it's 95. Overnight low 62. Winds out of the east at 7. And a 5% chance of rain. And it's probably going to pick up a little bit more through the day. Hey, don't forget about our local businesses that are open. And they would really love to see you. In the back, we have Wild Horse Roadhouse. And we have the Beck Country Store. Beer mugs and bar stools, all great establishments. Make sure you go out and visit them today in Quebec. El Tapatio here in Parachute, Napa, Me Too Arms, Nalini's JQ Ice Cream, Little Coffee Shack, Mel's for Food, and of course, Clark's Market and Alpine Bank, our corporate sponsors. Great people, great establishments. I'm always going to Clark's Market, getting stuff up there. I always love to see Rick. He's always smiling and says hi, and then they're always really friendly up there. So make sure you go visit them. Do you go visit them?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
My mom used to work there.
Oh, well, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Very cool. Hey, traffic is definitely stacking up on Highway 13 at that construction area. So make sure you give yourself some extra time, extra space. Same thing in Glenwood Canyon. They're doing work out there, getting the roads back together and still fighting that fire. So be careful. Don't stop and take any pictures because that's just going to add to the confusion that is already going on out there. Don't forget Friday, 9 a.m. Mary Lee has her community connections. Yours truly and my beautiful wife that you've heard me talk about this morning. Sorry, she's my wife. I'm going to talk about her.
Hey, that's fine.
So, air quality's down to 9 particulates, which is really good. Puts us in the green. Humidity's dropped down to 42%, but still pretty good. That's going to help with the fires. So, we're going to continue with the music right now. Manfred Mann's Earth Band with Spirit in the Sky. Not bad.
Crazy Jenny and the fisherman, we're back in the alley trading hands. Walking wild, Billy with his friendly man, shooting up on Saturday night. Well, Billy's my mom's goes to breaks, said anybody wanna go to Greasy Lake? It's a mile on the wrong side of Route 88. I got a bottle of roses to try. Well, pick up Lazy Davy and the Killer Joe. Now I'll tell you what you will, Jason. Trust on the fears, here to show you where you're at. All the things still help you feel. By the time we made it out to Greasy Lake, my hand was out with no James fingers in the cake. I think I really dug her. I was too loose to fake. I said, I heard you say, honey, let's see you there. Every dance all night, you were so ready, man. And she kissed me just right, like a mother in Japan. So nice, just the sun that's buried in the night. All green, January, rushing into hell. Spirits in the night, stand right up and let her shoot your head.
All right, I have to use the restroom. I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Okay.
Now the night was bright and the stars tonight. Oh, Billy and David dancing in the moonlight, down in the water in the snow mud fight. Killer Joe fast out of the lawn. Lazy Davy got pretty hurt. He ran into the lake in just his socks and a shirt. Me and Crazy Jamie's making love in the dirt, singing our birthday song. Jenny said it was time to go, so we turned around and said goodbye. Tracy is broken, but so together we were all night, spent the night, all night. You don't know what they do to me, spend it in the night, all night. Stay right on the little sugar, spend it in the night.
Oh, I remember first.
Our EMTs are out here with somebody.
Huh?
Our EMTs are out here with somebody.
Uh-oh, someone call 911?
Yeah, they're out there in the hallway with some older lady. I don't know who it is.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever seen the movie Weird Science?
Weird Science? I've heard of it.
This is the song from it.
Oh, cool.
But it's a really good song. They create a woman. And it's funny. Bill Paxton's in it. John Michael Montgomery. The guy that, or no, what's his name? You'd know who he was if you saw him. This is when they were all teenagers, but, and what's his name? Anyway, these two boys create a woman. And she can do anything. She's magical. She makes Ferraris and these hot cars appear and makes them popular. Then his brother comes back, Bill Paxton. He's a total jerk. And yeah, it's a funny movie, very funny movie. Back when Kelly LeBrock was something to look at. But like with age, we all end up losing all that. 20 seconds. Weird Science, 1985, Oingo Boingo. Any of you remember that movie, Weird Science? I know you don't. We just asked you that question.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one had Kelly LeBrock and that other guy from Breakfast Club. I forget his name. But good movie, good movie. They create a woman, and she does all these things. Bill Paxton's in it. I was telling you that. He plays the older brother. Really good. Good movie. Some of these old 80 movies, Breakfast Club is a definite what it was like when my wife and I were in high school. I mean, I was the character Judd Nelson played, and she was the princess. And she's always been the princess. So anyway, GDRC, we'll talk about them for a few minutes. They've got great things going on here. Back to School Bash coming up this week on the 29th. We will be broadcasting from the tennis course, from what I understand. Steve told me.
Yeah.
We'll see. That'll be fun. They'll have all kinds of outside activities going on. They've got a volleyball net set up outside. You don't even have to be a member to use it. Just come in and let them know. And they'll be more than happy to probably give you a volleyball and let you have some fun with it.
Oh, I'm sure.
Great things happening all around the community, even with the situation that has been at hand for the last couple of months. We are moving on and continuing on with our lives, and that's a great thing. Hey, remember, there's a stage 2 fire ban, so no open burning outside of the gas grills and barbecues, from what I understand. Grand Valley High School has canceled all their fall sports, and we'll pick it back up in the spring. Traffic is not the greatest on Highway 13, and they're getting some serious backups around that construction, so give yourself some extra time and extra room. The fires are at presently 61% for Grizzly Creek and 53% contained for the Pine Gulch. These are great things. We appreciate our firefighters. Team Alaska is out fighting against the Grizzly Fire area, so really happy to hear that. We're at a 42% community, so it's dropped a little bit, but still up there pretty good, so that's going to help. Be safe out there. Enjoy your cup of joe, and be kind to one another. Right now, we're going to have some business to take care of, and then we'll fall right back into Rich Girl with Daryl Hall and John Oates.
KSUN, Ksun, 101.1 FM, classic rock of the Old West. Good day, Ksun listeners. We want to tell you about a new program coming up on Saturday at 8 a.m. It's Craft with Kids with Miss Reggie
Mouse?
and Miss Amber.
Yeah,
They'll give you the latest updates on things going on in the community with the schools. They'll tell you about crafts and things you can do with your kids. They've got all kinds of great information. So be sure to tune in Saturday morning, 8 a.m. Thank you, Ksun, and have a great Ksun day.
You know it
don't matter anyway. You rely on the old man's money. You rely on the old man's money. It's a bitch, girl, but it's all too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. Say money, but it won't get too far, get too far. You know, don't you know that is wrong? Oh, to take what is given, so far gone on your own. You can try to be strong, but you gotta be strong. But you're a rich girl, and it don't too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. You're a rich girl, and it's gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. So money, money won't get you too far, too far. I am out of the rain. It's so easy to hurt us when you can't feel pain. And don't you know that love can grow? From the two of you, around here, through it all. Oh, you're a rich girl, and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money. You're a rich girl, and you're gone too far, 'cause you know it don't matter anyway. Some money, but it won't get you too far. Some money, but it won't get you too far. Some money, but it won't get you too far, too far. You can rely on the old man's money. You can rely on the old man's money.
What song is
Turn it up. Okay, this is the non-edited. This song.
Were you worried about it being something bad?
I thought it was saying something, but I couldn't hear what it was saying.
Hello.
Ow. Yeah, it's a different cut. Devil inside, every single one of us has the devil inside. Devil inside, devil inside, every single one of us the devil inside. Come the world, looking inside. Picture closer, it's touching inside. Look out, listen to the bells. It's hard to believe a
inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Devil inside. Devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Oh yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Devil inside. Devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Devil inside. Devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Devil inside. Devil inside. Every single one of us, the devil inside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Devil inside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The devil inside. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Devil inside. Good morning, Ksun listeners. In Excess, Devil Inside. More. I haven't heard that version of that song, but that's pretty cool. Yeah, it really gets you up and going.
At first you were looking at it like, wait, what?
Oh, what is that? And I said, because he was mumbling, so I didn't hear the beginning of it. And I'm always trying to watch to make sure we're not getting the bad songs on. We've been really trying to watch that. And so, yeah, but good version of it. I'll tell you, I really, really enjoy this band. It's too bad the lead singer's not around anymore, but.
Oh.
You know, I don't know what happens. Why people do that, but well, going on. Anyway, okay. Well, currently the temperature's at 73. We got a high of 95. Overnight low 62. Winds out of the east at 7 miles an hour, and there's 5% chance of rain, and that is increasing and continuing throughout the day. So we'll hope we'll get some more rain on these fires. That would really help. We're at a stage 2 fire ban. That means no outside burning and no open flame. The only thing they're accepting is gas grills and barbecues, but no campfires or anything like that. I think I can have a fire in my pit in the backyard, but I think that's it. If you've got an actual one of those ones that you buy at the store.
It would not be a good idea for me to have a fire at my house because got a little bit of dead grass.
Yeah, you live out in the middle of the country, so you know I live in what do they call it? Well, I don't remember. Going on. What's that?
A rural neighborhood?
A suburbia. Suburbia. That's what I was looking for. That was the word I was looking for. So, All right, well, we're gonna get back to some more music. We got Eric Clapton, Lay Down Sally, and after that, we've got a few business things to do, and then we'll go straight to the news and come back after that. So right now, how about a little bit of Eric Clapton, Lay Down Sally.
There is nothing that is strong.
Okay, there's just enough from the top.
Okay.
We'll have one more time after the news, and that's it.
You've got somewhere to go. Won't you make yourself at home and stay with me? And don't you ever leave. Lay down, Sally. Rest here in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? Lay down, Sally. No need to leave so soon. I've been trying all night long just to talk to you. Sun ain't nearly on the rise. You still got the moon and stars above. Underneath the velvet skies, love is all that matters. Won't you stay with me? Don't you ever leave? Lay down, Sally. Resting in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? Lay down, Sally. You don't need to leave so soon. I've been trying all night long just to talk to you. I long to see the morning light, colored in your face so dreamily. So don't you go and say goodbye. You can lay your worries down and stay with me. Don't you ever leave. Lay down, Sally. Rest here in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? Lay down, Sally. No need to leave so soon. I've been trying all night long just to talk with you. Lay down, Sally. Rest here in my arms. Don't you think you want someone to talk to? Lay down, Sally. No need to leave so soon.
Hello, you're listening to KDBN, Ksun Community Radio, 101.1 FM in Parachute, Battle Mesa, Colorado.
FCI Constructors began building Colorado in 1978, dedicating their company to truth, hard work, honesty, professionalism, support of their communities, and contributing to the communities where they build. Ksun Community Radio is honored to have FCI Constructors as one of Ksun's corporate sponsors. FCI's goal is to reinvest in the communities they serve and create a better place to work and live. Thank you, FCI Constructors, from Ksun Radio, for your support.
The next time you're driving, take a look up there on the power lines. Do you see them? This is Bob Young, chairman and founder of Alpine Bank, member FDIC. Rows of birds, all alike, lined up side by side. Why? Because birds of a feather flock together. It's also how Alpine Bank feels about you. You've taught us that it's okay for a bank to emotionally care about others. You've shown us that all the answers to all the questions will be found if we simply listen. Banks don't usually say these things, but after learning from good people like you, it feels right. You just made a big impression on Alpine Bank. Your company suits us just fine,
And it's no wonder, because birds of a feather flock together.
KMTS News Time. I'm 9:07, 64 degrees. The Coulter fire 9 miles north of Rifle Gap is now 30% contained. Crews from the UCRI unit got a little help from the rain as they completed a saw line and hose lay around the 28-acre fire. The fire was started by lightning late Tuesday afternoon. The crew of 60 firefighters, along with 2 engines and a pair of helicopters, were able to keep the fire from expanding. They don't expect it to grow much, if at all, over the next few days. The Grizzly Creek fire is now 32,302 acres in size and is still 61% contained. The Pine Gulch fire north of Grand Junction, burning mostly on Garfield County land, is almost 136,000 acres. It has gone from 47% to 53% contained. When the Grizzly Creek fire exploded and raged through Glenwood Canyon within the first couple of hours, aside from homes, one of the big concerns was the Shoshone Power Station. In his parting comments before handing over the fire to Team Alaska, former Incident Commander Marty Adele assured everyone Shoshone is secure.
Where it lied.
Wait, look at the timer.
There was some work done around it, if I'm not mistaken.
33 seconds left?
Pre-treating some of the
Maybe they
fire
got
on it, so
commercial.
if the fire ever did come close to it, that they would be protected.
Adele says crews with XL Energy have been working at a furious pace to repair and restore power lines that were damaged by the fire. Was it human error, carelessness? No one knows for sure what sparked the largest wildfire.
It's gonna cut off.
In the National Forest. Deputy Supervisor Lisa Steffler says the cause of the Grizzly Creek fire is still a mystery.
We had trained investigators on that
It's
fire,
gonna cut off.
immediately the next day, and they gathered all the
Holy Cross Energy, your community, your co-op, your choice.
Okay, I'm not really sure why I did that. It cut off the news.
Had a slight glitch. This isn't the first time that this has happened though.
Yeah, well, we apologize for that. Next hour it'll be a little bit better. Sometimes this happens. So, well, we'll just go ahead and go into the weather. It's currently 73, high of 95. Overnight low 62, winds out of the east at 7. There's a 5% chance of rain pretty much throughout the rest of the day, and it's probably going to pick up quite a bit. Want to remind you, Gardening with Justin, 7 a.m. Saturday morning. After that, at 8 a.m. is Craft with Kids with Miss Reggie, Miss Amber. Lift Up's looking for volunteers. Give Angela a call at 970-285-0221. Also, Friday at 9 a.m., as soon as we are done with our show, it's going to be Community Connections with Mary Lee Morlang. And her guest this weekend this Friday is going to be yours truly and my wife, Miss Reggie. So be careful with the traffic out there. There's a lot of backup traffic on 13 with the construction going on out there. And Glenwood Canyon, I also want you to be careful. Don't stop taking pictures. It's just going to add to the confusion. So be safe out there. Enjoy your cup of joe. We're going to get back to a little bit of music, and we'll come back after this one or after a few messages in business, and we'll close out for the day and be back tomorrow.
Yep, sounds good.
Definitely. Well, here we go. A little bit of Edgar Winter Group Ride.
We add some music.
Did I say the Who?
Huh?
I didn't say the Who, did I?
No, you just said Edgar Winter.
I'm going to cut this one down then. I'll get something else in there.
I'll email Mike, let him know what happened.
Okay.
How long do you think that was? Not even a minute.
I don't know. So we're still 5 minutes short on content, correct?
Looks like it, yeah.
That would be because of what happened in the news.
Mhm. Oh, it's on Jock still. I was wondering why I wasn't doing anything.
It's a good song.
All right, I sent a message to Mike.
Okay, we're right on now.
Don't forget your books and all your gotta learn the golden rule. The teacher tells you stop and play, get on with your life. Be like Johnny Too Good, don't you know he never should have coming along.
Robo.
Okay, we'll come in after Mike. Okay.
This is Ksun Community Radio broadcasting on KDBN 101.1 FM, Parachute, Colorado.
Ksun Community Radio brings you the news. Tune in the mornings at 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, and 9:30, noon 30, and in the afternoons at 4:30, 5:30, and 6:30. The news is provided by KMTS and sponsored by Holy Cross Energy. The power is in your hands.
And good day, Ksun listeners. We come to the end of another morning show for Thursday. We're really glad you joined us. We hope we were able to help you out, make your morning go a little bit better for you. But just remember, we've got a lot of local businesses open for business. I'd love to see you. Tibet, we've got the Roadhouse, Wild Horse Roadhouse, Tibet Country Store, Beer Mugs and Bar Stools. Those are all located in downtown Tibet. And actually, you can see all three of these places from one place.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Tibet's not the biggest little town, so but quite a fun little place. A lot of nice people out there. In our own little town here in Parachute, we have El Tapatio, Napa, Me Too Firearms, Nalini's JQ Ice Cream, Little Coffee Shop, Mel's for Food, and of course our Clark's Market and Alpine Bank. We appreciate everything you guys do for us. Be kind to each other, be nice, and be patient. There's a lot of smoke out there, and somebody may not be having a good day. So just be patient and show a lot of love. We'll see you tomorrow, everybody. God bless you. Couldn't do much better than that.
No.
Okay. Well, hope you enjoyed the show. It's a little bit more than what it was today. A little bit more audio. A lot of fun going around here doing this stuff. We have a real good time doing it. So hope you'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Woo! We're going to try to do our Friday morning blowout. If I can get it together today, we'll see what happens. It's kind of a new thing we're going to throw in. I'm copying it from another radio station, and but hey,
no rule against that.
Well, no, and they're not the only ones that do that either. So there's quite a few radio stations that do some kind of a Friday morning blowout, consists of a song and funny quotes in the background. So that's what it's kind of about. We'll try to have that ready for Friday. If not, next Friday and the Monday after that, Labor Day weekend, we will not be here. We'll probably just run a broadcast from one of our shows this week, last week. But we're going on vacation. I'm going camping for the first time in 2 years. So I need to get out and get my sanity back. So, and I know it's running around out there, but it always is. I always have to go tackle it down and capture it. Anyway, have a great day. Be patient with one another. Remember, somebody might be having a bad day and just need a little bit of extra time and a little bit of extra love. Take care of each other. We love you guys, and have a great Ksun day.